Hello again, welcome to this short video. I've got an LG BH200 DVD player, which is a Blu-ray and an HD DVD player as well. The HD DVD side of it stopped working, so it was pretty useless as a multi-format player, and I was about to get rid of it actually. I decided though to open up and take the disk drive out, and this is it here. So you may be familiar with this model, and you might have actually taken it apart to see if you could clean the lens if you've been having issues a bit like me. And unfortunately I did that, and that hasn't made any difference at all. So I thought what I'll do, I'll look online and I'll look for a PC based drive, one that would have been sold to basically be used in a computer. And the only difference with that one is it would be a writable DVD as well as a read-only DVD. So I'll just get that onto the desk now. So this is the one I picked up, and I did have a similar model to this in the past, but that wasn't very good and that sort of stopped working. So I chanced my arm a bit on eBay and I picked this up for less than 20 bucks, including postage. So I thought I'd give this a go because the model numbers, as you can see, are fairly close, and obviously the age of the drive would be very similar. So we're looking at a GGC H20L, and this is a GGR, meaning just read only I guess, L20N, and it calls itself a loader on this one. And this is the sort of PC based one. So the first thing I did is I took out this from the actual player and I put this one in, and it did seem to read the discs, but then it came up with an error on the screen. So it basically came up and said it couldn't play it. So it was like a disk error message. So what I decided to do was take these apart and have a look at the PCB boards to see if they look similar. So this is the board I took out of the DVD disk drive that I've recently bought, and the only difference I can see is an additional connector, because obviously we're dealing with a drive that writes to DVDs. I'm not sure if it actually wrote to Blu-ray, but it certainly doesn't write to HD DVD. That's a read only. So basically there's an extra connector which goes into here, and you will not need that on the PCB board that you take out of the old drive. So quite straightforward, just reconnect everything. You will find though that this is a little bit hard to separate the ribbon cable here. So this comes out, but it's a little bit hard because it's stuck onto the back here. So just be careful, take your time to take it off carefully so you don't rip it, because then obviously you damage your ribbon cable then. So switch the boards over and then put the drive on the machine and see if you're able to read any HD DVDs. Don't forget to keep hold of your old PCB board, because you never know when you may want to reinstate it back into a PC computer, and you may want to do some writing to disks in the future. So this is the machine before I take the cover off. So this whole process doesn't take very long at all. You've just got 4 screws holding this bracket down, which you have to unscrew to have access to the actual drive. So for just this example that I'm going to show you now of this working, I'm just going to leave the replacement drive balanced on top, but I will take the front cover off so I can fit it into the actual bracket and have it so it looks just like it did new. So what you have to do, you just have to put your cables in on the back in the normal way. So I've just turned this on, and as many people are aware, there's quite a long delay at starting up. What's surprising is they really packed a lot of extra weight into this machine. So you've got the plastic cover over a metal cover in terms of the lid, and that does seem to add quite a bit of weight. And I would also say that the ventilation doesn't appear to be great in this, so there's no sort of ventilation very near the power supply, which is obviously the bit that does get warm. You've got a fan at the back there, a very sort of small silent fan behind the DVD drive, but it may be worth machining out an extra hole in the back just to allow these components to not get too hot. But anyway, it's up, so let's see if the open works. And it does. I'll just put a disc in now. My reference disc is going to be this Harry Potter Warner Brothers disc, which unfortunately has got the dreaded sort of rot starting, so it does make it quite hard for a player to read. So let's put that in anyway. So another reason for doing this really is basically to preserve the equipment and to have something which can handle the HD DVD menus, so you can watch them on your TV and go through the menus and everything, which you couldn't do with the BH100 player, which LG released previously to this one. So it always takes a little bit of time. You've got quite a good indicator here, so you've got Blu-ray and HD DVD, so it's detected HD DVD, and it'll tell you that on the screen as well. And looks like it's playing, which is good. And there we go, proof that you can save a old BH200 machine and get a little bit more life out of it. And that's the intro.
Everything you know about DVD just got a whole lot better. Welcome to HD DVD.
So another test is obviously to try a Blu-ray to see if that actually works. There's the indicator just showing that it's read the Blu-ray disc. It's proof that it's a Blu-ray. So this will actually fit in quite nicely. What you have to do is take this off and take the leading edge of this tray off. You will have to maybe make an extra notch or two on the one that would have been on the original drive to make it fit, but it will slide on, and then it protrudes enough for this to, for this door to open basically. This is the intro to the Fight Club DVD, which is supposed to make you think you've got the wrong movie at the beginning. All done on purpose. It's a good advertisement for IKEA as well. So there we go, that's the Blu-ray working. So let's just throw a normal DVD in there now. So we go back to a Harry Potter, and it's a Harry Potter DVD, and it's a region 2. Remember, this player, this is a imported player, and it runs on 110 volts, and it would have all been set up for region 1. There's the intro, so it's playing DVD as well. And it should still be showing activity there. Obviously we know that DVDs should play a bit easier than the HD DVD side, because the quality of the discs are probably a bit better than a lot of the HD DVD discs in terms of they don't suffer the same kind of issues with the rot. So there you have it. So there's a way to keep your LG BH200 running a little bit longer. Try to get hold of a PC drive, preferably tested already so you know it works, but this is the one I'm using, and it looks like I'm getting really good results. Pretty pleased I can keep the player going a little bit longer. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will do some more videos in the future. Bye for now.